Imagine driving through the countryside. You're passing fields of cows, black cows, brown cows, white cows. At first, they're interesting, but after a few minutes, they all blur together. Then suddenly you see it, a bright purple cow. You slam the brakes. You take a picture. You share it with everyone. That's the point of Seth Godin's Purple Cow. In today's crowded marketplace, being good is boring. Safe is invisible. If you want to succeed, you have to be remarkable. This is your breakdown of Purple Cow, one of the most disruptive marketing books of our time, and how you can apply it to your brand, your business, or even your personal career. Let's dive in. Who is Seth Godin, and why listen to him? Seth Godin isn't just an author. He's a marketing revolutionary. He created one of the earliest online marketing platforms, launched multiple successful startups, and has written over 20 best-selling books, including This Is Marketing, Linchpin, Tribes, and of course, Purple Cow. Purple Cow exploded because it challenged everything about traditional marketing, especially the idea that if you just make a good product and advertise it well, people will buy. Godin says, good is average, and average is invisible. So, what is the purple cow? The purple cow is a metaphor for something truly remarkable. Not just different for the sake of being different, but so useful, valuable, or emotionally compelling that people can't help but talk about it. Godin's premise is simple. In a world of too many choices and too little time, the obvious thing to do is just ignore stuff. The only way to cut through the noise is to be remarkable. So, how do you become the purple cow? Let's break it down. 1. Stop trying to appeal to everyone. This is one of the boldest ideas in Purple Cow, and it flips traditional marketing on its head. Don't try to be liked by everyone. Be loved by the few. Mass marketing? It's dying. The Super Bowl ads. The billboards. The one-size-fits-all products. Godin says they worked in the old world. But now people are too distracted, too skeptical, and they've seen it all before. Today, if your product isn't designed for a specific niche, a focused group of early adopters or fanatics, it's probably forgettable. 2. Remarkable doesn't mean expensive. It means memorable. Godin gives tons of real-world examples. Mini Cooper made a tiny car cool again, and people talked. Dyson redesigned the vacuum cleaner with futuristic looks and cyclone power, and people noticed. Apple made design and simplicity their edge, and built a tribe around it. None of these were accidents. They were built for talkability. Remarkable is not about flashy features. It's about making people say, wait, what is that? 3. The death of the TV industrial complex. In the old model, you'd make a product, run tons of ads, watch sales go up. That cycle is over. Today, consumers don't trust ads. They trust other consumers, which means your product has to market itself. And that only happens if it's worth talking about. This is the network effect of being remarkable. 4. Be a sneezable idea. Godin talks about idea viruses. Remarkable ideas don't just spread. They're infectious. They're easy to understand, fun to share, and immediately make the sharer feel smarter or cooler. So the key question is this idea sneezable? Is it an idea virus? That's why simplicity matters. Why boldness matters. Why standing out, even if it alienates some, is better than blending in. 5. Obsolescence is coming faster than ever. One of the most powerful warnings in Purple Cow is that safe is the riskiest strategy of all. Why? Because industries get disrupted faster than ever. Blockbuster didn't evolve, and Netflix ate them alive. Taxi companies didn't adapt, and Uber rewrote the game. Department stores ignored digital, and Shopify helped creators win. You either disrupt or get disrupted. 6. How to find your purple cow. So, how do you actually do it? Godin says, start with a small group of people who desperately need what you're offering.
Design something just for them.
Make it extreme. Make it specific. Make it bold. Once you find your early adopters, the ones who will love it, use it, and talk about it, then build from there. Ask yourself, what do people complain about in my industry? What's boring and expected? Where can I inject surprise, delight, or meaning? The key is not more ads, it's a better story. How this applies to creators and entrepreneurs today. Let's say you're building a YouTube channel, starting a brand, or launching a digital product. Here's how you apply Purple Cow. Don't copy trends. Create your own lane. Don't go wide too fast, go deep with a niche. Don't water down your message. Double down on what makes you unique. If 90% of people ignore you, but 10% love you, that's a win. That's how cult followings start. Let's recap this game-changing framework. Being good is not enough. Be remarkable. Target early adopters, not the masses. Make your product or idea sneezable. Safe is risky, boring dies. Disruption favors the bold. Remarkable is the new marketing. Here's the truth. You don't need to be everywhere. You just need to matter somewhere deeply. Your idea, your brand, your voice, it's either invisible or unforgettable. And you get to choose. So, what's your purple cow? If you found value in this summary, make sure to subscribe to The Dive with Phil, hit like, and drop a comment with your favorite takeaway or how you're going to stand out. Tomorrow, we'll dive into Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller, where we learn how to turn your audience into heroes and your message into a movement. Until then, keep showing up, keep being bold, and never settle for ordinary.